तीसरा बात बेटा आगे तो मैं हिंदी में चौथी दी सीधा साधा बस काम सीधे सीधे जम्मू गए सी साडी गड्डी पहली गई से उदों ही बड़े लोग ही मरे उन्होंने खराबी की थी उदों बाद च फिर लुधियाने नर्सां दा कोर्स कीता मैं बड़ी सियानी सा.
The voice you just heard is my great-grandmother's. And when I had this conversation with her, she spoke about a really violent time in the history of two countries. And she was responsible for bringing my entire family from current-day Pakistan to current-day India. And she mentioned a city called Ludhiana. It's where she studied nursing, and I also found out later on that it's also where she worked as a jailer to support our family. And, you know, I've driven through this city many times and have not once known that the history of my own family has been etched into it. And so that really got me thinking. How often do we walk right through places that have our own ancestors' histories woven into them? And more importantly, how do we bring these memories out? So that question was answered in this one moment I had when I was studying at SVA. It's my aha moment, essentially. A couple of us after class were just sitting down and talking about how different our undergrad careers were. And instead of just talking about it, one of them pulled out his laptop and took us on Google Maps and gave us a tour of the campus. So he spoke about this haunted building where he supposedly had a ghost encounter. I don't believe him. But the point is that what was supposed to be a really short chat over beer turned out to be a 2-hour-long conversation where we took each other to the most important places in the world and spoke about these incredible memories. And so that sealed the deal for me. This is what I wanted to use. I wanted to use Google Maps, and specifically, I wanted to use Google Street View to help us bring these memories out. So I'd like to introduce you to This Is Where. This is where it allows us to record the memories of ours and our family's most pivotal life moments and place them in specific locations around the world. It's a complete 360 view interface. It's based on WebVR, and it uses Google Maps in the back. So to demonstrate how this works, let me introduce you to 2 new members of my family. These are my grandparents. And one summer, I was sitting with them after dinner, and I'd already created an account for my granddad on This Is Where. And when I opened up my laptop, I saw this. And so I said, Nanuji, that's what I call him, Nanuji. Nanuji, where did you meet Naniji? And so he said, oh, I met her in Sainik School in Kunjpura. So I typed that into the search bar. And when you click on it, it takes you straight to the street view of Sainik School Kunjpura. And I look around and I show it to him and I ask him, is this it? And he laughed and he said, yes, this is exactly what it is. So I asked him, tell me more about how you met her. And as he spoke, I hit the record button. And while he was speaking, I also got additional prompts to ask him to enrich that memory. Nanuji, where did you meet her next? Who proposed? What was the proposal like? Tell me more about this. And when he was done, I could place that memory right here on this location. And all this really means is that that audio recording gets placed on the latitude and longitude of Sainik School in Kunjpura. So that's how you record a memory. How do you access it? How do you access memories that have been shared with you? And so I'd like to introduce you to another member of my family. This is my brother. And let's say my granddad shared all of his memories with my brother. What does he see when he gets on his This Is Where account? He sees that he can access the memories of all of his ancestors. And he has the option of going right or left. This is just like Street View, so you can click and drag to go right or left. And when he goes left, he gets a view of all the different members of the family who've left him behind these audio recordings in different parts of the world. They've left him behind their memories. And when he goes the other direction, he can step right into these memories. He can explore them. So he gets a snapshot view of where all these memories are. And he can click on any of them to enter the memory. That's my mom, and that's my granddad right there. So when he clicks on that one, he's transported to the same exact place where my granddad left behind that audio recording. So I wanna take a step back for a minute and think about a world where this is where it's possible. Think about a world where you could listen, you could virtually be transported to all of these places and hear the memories of your family and your ancestors. What would you hear?
When I proposed to her, she refused initially.
On way to the hospital, I just asked her if she wanted a brother or a sister.
This is the place we first sold our ice cream.
And this is actually where I proposed as well.
I just wanted one answer. Would I get my degree?
And you will fight, but you will not give up.
We didn't know how we'd get through 19 hours of fasting every day had we not been with each other.
So imagine hearing all of that from your own family members. And now for a moment, think about what you would leave behind. My name is Saba, and this is where I felt most accomplished in my life. Thank you.